Good morning, Mustangs, and welcome to school for the first week of 2017.
We hope you had such a wonderful holiday break and it's good to be back.
Let's start out the week with the Pledge of Allegiance.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thanks. Job well done. Let's see what's happening this week.
We finished 2016 with an action-packed week. One of the highlights was our band orchestra concert. Take a look.
Amazing performance. Thanks to our students for the amazing job they did. We loved it.
The last week before the break was also the conclusion of the district basketball tournament. Our Mustangs represented well. Take a look.
So cool. Nice work, Mustangs. With the new year, we got some new features in the lunchroom. Let's turn to Mr. Sorensen to learn more.
Hello, mighty Mustangs. It is I, Mr. Sorensen, and I'm here in the cafeteria, and I have some exciting news. When you come down to the cafeteria today, you will notice that it has been transformed into something more magnificent than it was before. And we're super excited about the changes. We have brought some brand new furniture in here and some brand new tables to replace kind of the brown tables that we had in here before. These are our more versatile collapsible tables. It's going to make this a more usable space and a very pleasant place to be. It already feels lighter and nicer in here, and I'm very excited about it. And we have some new procedures to go along with these new tables to make our lunchroom move smoothly and to make sure everybody can eat and be happy and have friends and everything. So, very exciting stuff. As you notice, all of the tables have been placed so that they are facing this one wall. Now, you're wondering, why on earth would we make everybody face this one extremely boring wall? Well, the answer is that this extremely boring wall is not going to be extremely boring for very long. In fact, we have coming very, very soon two 80-inch televisions that are going to go here on these walls, and they're huge and they're beautiful and they're very exciting, and we'll be looping some interesting content on them, maybe some Jimmy Fallon or some good YouTube videos, something that's entertaining and enjoyable to watch during lunchtime. In addition to that, the art department from the district is coming in and painting a beautiful mural on this wall, so it would be a very interesting wall to look at, and we're very excited, and we couldn't put in a wall that cool without having everybody look at it. All right, so let's talk about the procedure of how do I get lunch in the new lunchroom and where do I sit. So you begin here in the lunch line, as you always have. So we'll travel down the lunch line, and I'm going to go into this area, as I always have, to make my food selections. And I'll come in here and I'll get chicken sandwiches and bananas and chocolate milk and whatever, just as I always have. That part doesn't change. And I will come out here and I'll put in my lunch number, as I always have. But here's where it gets different. After I put in my lunch number and I'm ready to take a seat, I'm going to take my lunch and I'm going to walk this way. Dun-dun-dun, and I will keep walking, and I'll keep walking, and I'll keep walking. And I'm going to travel and travel and travel. Now, this area right here is a little bit more open. So if you're waiting for 2 or 3 friends that you want to group with, this is the place to do it right here. This is where you're going to group up. Please don't do huge, massive groups of 300 people. It's not going to work, okay? But if you're waiting for 1 or 2 people, this is the place to wait right here. And after I've got all of my friends and we're ready to march, you know, like the 7 Dwarves or whatever, we'll travel this way. And we're going to go all the way along this wall to the next available table. And we have to use up all the space because these cool new tables, as neat as they are, there are just slightly fewer seats than there have been mathematically. So we have to use all the space. So I'll come to the first table that has available seats. And then I'm going to travel all the way to the end of that table to the next available seat on that table. So if I'm the very first person in the lunchroom, I'm going to end up in that seat right there. And then I will fill it all the way here, filling every available space all the way along this row. And when this row is completely full, then the next people will start filling the next row back. All right, now the last thing we need to talk about is what do I do when I've finished eating lunch? And you have 3 magnificent choices. Magnificent choice 1, presumably you're sitting near your friends. You're welcome to sit here in this lovely, comfortable space on this beautiful furniture and talk with one another. And you may stay in this cafeteria. The one condition, and you can even move around to a different seat once everybody's finished eating. The one condition is that if you're going to stay in the cafeteria, we need you seated in a seat. So you can move around, you can be around your friends, but we'd like you to remain seated at a seat until the bell rings to excuse you. Now, if sitting isn't your gig, you've got 2 other options. You can go out those doors back there, and you may go to the gym to view or participate in intramural sports. That's for those of you who are slightly more antsy, and for those of you who are not terribly into sports but are just antsy enough that you just like to stand around with a large group and talk with your friends, you may exit through those doors out there and go outside. And the weather will be nice in the spring, but for right now it's a freezing waste, so my pick would be in here. Anyway, those are your 3 options when you've finished eating lunch. We're going to make this lunchroom just a lovely place to be. Good luck, Mustangs.
Thank Mr. Sorensen. The furniture looks great in there, and we're excited for the mural of the big screen TVs that are coming for the room as well. December marked our Multicultural Week, and we never had a chance to showcase the event. Let's do that now.
Imagine all the people living life for peace. You, and you may say that I'm a dreamer, but I am not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will live as one. Imagine no possessions.
Outstanding! Thanks to our PTA for organizing that event. We look forward to that in future years. We finished the December QR Code Challenge. Let's get an update from Mr. Howe on what to expect for January.
Hey there, Mustangs. Welcome back from a great holiday, and I want to say congratulations for your performance on the QR Code Challenge in the month of December. You just continue to impress. I'm just looking here at the grand totals. I want to make sure I get my numbers right. We actually had 423 students achieve the goal for the incentive for the month of December. That is a new record, 423. Congratulations. You can go onto the website right now and make your pick. You only have until Friday to make your pick. We have some stragglers who keep going in much later into the month, and we can't make the incentives, get them distributed like we'd like to if it goes on too long. So until Friday, you can make your picks of the 3 prizes. That was to have a phone permit during lunch and passing time for January. Also, one more round of our pie party, and then the mystery prize. Excited to announce the mystery prize will be a Just Dance tournament. If you'd like to participate in that, it'll be quite a bit of fun. So those are the 3 options you can go online and pick if you are one of the individuals who received an email saying that your score was above the goal for December, above the benchmark of 175 points. Like I said, there's 423 of you. It's a new record. It is very impressive. Keep up the great work in January. Remember, if you arrive early for Mustang Room, those points count double. That's a great way to keep yourself getting a high score, or if you find yourself in the negative, you can get out of the negative very quickly as long as you're early to Mustang Room. You don't want to have to make up those negative points by doing minutes in lunch detention. Make sure you avoid that. Arrive early at all your classes and double the points for Mustang Room. Have a great January.
Thanks, Mr. Howe.
That's it for us. Thanks for watching.
This is Mustang Media.